Welcome to the second edition of the Oak Leaf Sports Report. I'm your host, Sean Dougherty, and every week on the show, I'll be bringing you, the Bear Cub fans, all of your sports scores and news from the previous week, as well what to expect for the week ahead. First up is the Lady Cubs volleyball team, who had 3 matches last week and went undefeated in those matchups. On Wednesday the 28th, the Lady Bear Cubs faced Modesto in Modesto and took 3 straight sets, 25-15, 25-23, and 25-13. On Friday, the team traveled to Stockton and as well took 3 straight sets from Delta, posting wins of 25-17, 25-17, and then crushed Delta in the final matchup 25-1. On Saturday, they took on Gavilan, and you guessed it, they took the match in 3 straight sets, although Gavilan gave the Lady Cubs a run for their money in the first 2 matchups. But the Lady Cubs came through and won by a score of 25-23, and in the last match by a score of 25-10. As a trend, the Lady Cubs don't like allowing other teams to win even one match, as later on Saturday they faced De Anza, swept the week by taking the match in 3 straight sets, 25-23, 25-19, and 25-12. The Lady Cubs have not lost a set in over 2 weeks now, and if they continue to play at this high level of intensity, we'll be looking at another championship season and another trophy in the case. The Lady Cubs are 13-1 on the season, and next up is a conference match against DVC Wednesday the 5th here at SRJC, and it starts at 6:30. Students should come out and support the team. Tickets are $4 with student ID, and on Friday, the ladies will be traveling to Sacramento to take on Cosumnes River. This is an important stretch of the season for the volleyball team, who is playing in 7 straight conference matchups to the water in men's and women's water polo, who did not have the same success as the volleyball team. The season has gone away from the women in the water this season, and on Wednesday, the ladies took on Long Beach and was defeated 8-15. Then on Friday, lost 2 matches to Long Beach again by a score of 5-12, and then later lost to Orange Coast 6-15. On Saturday, things got a little better for the ladies as they beat Mount Sac by a score of 7-2, but lost in overtime to Foothill 11-13. Hopefully the ladies will be able to build on Saturday's victory and put some more victories in the win column. The men, they split their 2 matchups, beating De Anza 7-6, but then lost to West Valley 6-15 on Saturday. Over to football, where the Bear Cubs took on DVC Saturday. The Bear Cubs were down at the end of the first quarter 24-0, but managed to get back in the game with a strong defensive showing in the second quarter. At the half, the score was 38-27 DVC. But the Bear Cubs had to fight not only DVC, but the officials as well. Just under 40 penalties were handed out by the officiating crew Saturday, and it seemed every time the Bear Cubs were gaining momentums, the officials threw another flag. Though DVC faced a number of bad calls as well, they managed to come away with the victory. In the end, penalties and a huge first quarter deficit was just too much for the Bear Cubs to overcome and lost by a final of 54-34. The horrible officiating and the team giving up 27 unanswered first quarter points was not the only storyline from the game, however. It is customary at the end of every game, and this goes for just about every sport I have ever watched, teams at the end will shake hands before walking off the field to show the other team respect as well as good sportsmanship. However, on Saturday, DVC walked off the field without shaking hands with the Bear Cubs players or coaching staff. This is one of the most unsportsmanlike things you can do and showed our Bear Cubs the ultimate disrespect. When I asked a member of the football team about what had happened, the word was that the DVC players had accused the Bear Cubs of playing dirty on the line. However, DVC had more penalties throughout the game. And finally on today's show, the Bear Cub and Lady Bear Cub Athletes of the Week. My selection for Lady Bear Cub is volleyball captain Sam Siebert, who led the volleyball team to another undefeated week, and with her play is now leading the state in assists with just under 13 assists per game. The pick for Bear Cub Athlete of the Week is number 52 defensive lineman Garrett Guinella. Number 52 is all over the field on the defensive side of the ball, causing havoc for DVC's offensive line. Congratulations to both Sam Sieber and Garrett Guinella. Thank you for joining me, Sean Dougherty, your host of the Oak Leaf Sports Report. And remember to check out the show every Wednesday at www.theoakleafnews.com as well on Facebook. Go Bear Cubs!